All right, well, thank you for that update, Justin. Now today, our next guest, he was second place in the competition, but he is certainly first place in our Studio 10 ring. In this corner, we're here with Zayyir Doyle, a junior at Waverly High School, but of course, the second place winner of the hatching competition. How are you, my friend?
Thank you. I'm doing good.
Yeah, well, thank you for joining us here today and sharing your passion and your business here with us. At only 17 years old, you won second place. How did it feel?
I would say it felt unreal. And I mean, I feel like it was one of those things where it's just like when you put so much time into something and just kind of seeing it pay off, it just feels really good.
Yeah, it feels amazing. Absolutely. We got a chance to actually see a little bit of your reaction. But tell us about your business, Boxer Blitz.
So my name is Boxer Blitz, and our mission is to provide unique, high-quality posters that range from boxing all the way over to basketball.
Of course. So I have to say you are a boxer then, correct, right? So where did your passion all stem from?
I would say my passion, it kind of just came from time. You know, I feel like boxing is one of the biggest sports that requires discipline, and I feel like that's one of those things that I can apply in all aspects of life, and I just feel like sticking with it kind of just helped me fall in love with it. You know?
I love that, absolutely, and that discipline helps you in your schoolwork, helps you in your job. It helps you in a lot of different areas that you may not always recognize at first, but even at 17 years old, clearly you got it. So what made you take the leap and say, hey, from just drawing posters, now you're saying, hey, I actually want to start this as a business?
So I would say I've always been an entrepreneur since I was like 11, 10 years old. I was selling stickers, posters, literally anything I could get my hands on. I've been selling since I was younger. And I feel like
younger than 17.
Younger, way younger. And I feel like my passion with boxing, I was kind of able to combine that with something I've always done. And I just feel like it kind of just worked. And I just kind of stuck with it. Absolutely.
Well, this competition clearly isn't the first time you won an award. Tell me a little bit about these two that we got here.
So both of these trophies or belts, they come from the NLA King of the Jungle National Tournament. And it's a yearly tournament where boxers from all around the country come in, and it's a big event, and I've won it 2 times. This one was from 2025. This one was from 2024.
That is awesome. So, of course, when you are in the ring, that discipline that you've been working on, of course, is in your mind. But what else are you thinking about, too?
I would say I'm hyper-focused. And I feel like that's just, I'm hyper-focused on anything. Hyper-focused in school, business, work, anything, sports. I just feel like that's really what it is. You know, I'm just focused, locked in, and that's just kind of what I'm
focused, locked in at 17 years old. Let me tell you, I hope some of that rubs off on me today, too, because we could all use a little bit more of that discipline. Now, you've made so many of these different posters. Let's talk about this one over here. How did you make this?
So this one, this is from one of my teammates at Team Glass. I kind of talked to him, and I just really been trying to get in contact with different people around the community, different sports players, just kind of trying to work on my craft and kind of come up with the best posters I can.
Of course. Now tell me, what's the best advice that you've gotten from somebody, not just during this competition, but just throughout running this business?
I would say this is just kind of something I got from everybody around me, you know, just keep going. And I mean, I feel like, especially with what you're saying, doing what I'm doing at 17 years old is rare. And I feel like that's just something I can just keep working on.
That's right. Very rare. And then you can inspire the next group of people coming right after you. Now, of course, if somebody wants to get a hold of these posters, how can they find you?
You could check us out on Boxer Blitz on Instagram, or you could check out our website, boxerblitz.com.
That's right. And we got that information right here on your screen. Thank you so much for coming. Both you and Jamie, you guys are going to take over the world. But thank you so much for spreading that inspiration right here on Studio 10. And, of course, everybody, the fun continues coming up. Let's make some literal noise.